हम किसी जगह पे जाए ना, कहीं भी जाए ना, तो तनकीद का निशाना बनते हैं। लोग देखने वाले कोई दांत
Wherever we
निकाल रहा है, कोई
go,
कुछ
people
बोल रहा
look at
है,
us and taunt
कोई कुछ
us.
बोल रहा है।
Why does this always have to
आखिर ये
happen to
सब कुछ हमारे
us?
साथ क्यों?
After all,
भाई
we are better than
हम
those who
उन लोगों से
steal,
तो
are we
बेहतर है
not?
ना, जो
We are
लोग
better
दिन
than
दिहाड़े
those, are
डकैतियाँ
we
डालते
not,
हैं।
who take bribes?
भाई हम उन लोगों से
We
तो
are better
बेहतर है
than
ना,
those, are we
जो
not,
रिश्वत
who are
लेते हैं।
murderers?
भाई हम उन लोगों से तो
We are
बेहतर है
better
ना,
than
जो
those,
कत्ल
aren't
करते हैं।
we, who
भाई हम
don't
उन
make an
लोगों से
honest
तो बेहतर है
living?
ना,
So then why does
जो
this always
मिलावट
have to
करते
happen
हैं।
to us?
आखिर हमारे साथ
We
क्यों
give
होता
our
है? हम तो
blessings to
दुआएं देने
everyone and
वाले
never
लोग हैं,
want to hurt
हम
or
तो किसी
upset
का दिल नहीं
anyone.
दुखाते हैं।
We
भाई
want to
हम जो
work.
भी करना
We
चाहते
are
हैं,
ready to do
हम सब कुछ
anything if you
करना
just
चाहते
give
हैं।
us
आप
an
हमें रास्ता
avenue.
दें, आप
Give
हमें
us
नौकरियां दें,
jobs.
हम सब कुछ
When
करने के
people
लिए
aren't
तैयार
even
हैं।
ready to give us a
जब आप लोग
chance,
कुछ हमें
it's not
देने के लिए
fair that we're
तैयार
just
ही
made
नहीं
to
हैं,
be the
तो
scapegoats
फिर
of
उसके
society
बाद हमारा
and
मजाक
always
उड़ाना,
have fun made of us.
तो ये तो कोई बात ना हुई ना।
Known in Pakistan as Hijras, eunuchs exist at the bottom rung of Pakistani society, struggling on a daily basis for acceptance and survival. The word Hijra is derived from Persian and is Urdu to describe those who are impotent, describing Pakistan's third gender that is neither male nor female. Once upon a time, Muslim rulers in the Indian subcontinent employed hermaphrodites or castrated men who cross-dressed to act as servants and guards for their women. The stigmatization of this community, however, began under the British rule of the Indian subcontinent, when laws were passed against them, describing them as homosexual offenders, sodomites, and child molesters. Once revered guardians who had the opportunity to rise to high positions in the Mughal court, Hijras now earn their living through dancing, begging, or prostitution.
लोग लाखों रुपए खर्च करके उन्हें मतलब बुला लेते हैं, हमारा कोई फंक्शन नहीं होता, हम दिन में गए जो मिले। अगर जो बिल्कुल
We
ये
hardly
सिस्टम
even get
खत्म
to
हो
sing and
जाएगा,
dance anymore
तो अब
because people
मतलब
have
बाद
too
लोग
much
बोलते हैं कि
money,
रोडों पे
and if
जाओ,
they
ये
want
रोडों पे
performers, they
शराबी
hire
मांगते हैं।
professionals.
भाई आप हमें बताएं
Then
कि
we get
मतलब
labeled
हमें
as
मतलब
beggars.
नाच गाना भी
I
हमारा
mean, if we
मतलब
hardly
नहीं हो
make
रहा,
money by
कोई
singing and
मतलब
dancing
हमें मतलब
anymore,
कुछ हमें
can't
मतलब
get
हुकूमत की
jobs,
तरफ से
and
भी
the
कुछ हमें
government
मतलब
offers us absolutely
कोई हासिल ही
nothing,
नहीं है ना,
we
जो
do
हमें
have to
हुकूमत
find
की
ways
तरफ
to
से कोई
survive
दी गई
because
होती है कि
everything is
आप
becoming
कोई
so
जॉब का चक्कर,
expensive
इससे
in the
वो
city.
चक्कर भी कोई नहीं।
This is why so many
सिर्फ हमें
eunuchs are
मतलब
going
ये कि हमें
astray,
अपनी रोटी
walking
खुद
the
तलाश
streets at
करनी है,
night,
लोगों की
because it's a
तनकीदों के
good source of
बावजूद, उसके
income for
बावजूद।
them.
आजकल मतलब मकानों के किराए इतने, महंगाई इतनी हो रही है, तो हम तो बड़ी मुश्किल से गुजारा करें, जैसे गुजारा करें वो तो अल्लाह जानता है, जहाँ हमारा दिल जानता है।
Forming excluded communities, they live together in sisterhoods that exist predominantly in slums and are presided over by a guru who is their leader and also plays the role of a guardian. Life can be especially hard in a big city like Karachi. As Pakistan's largest city, Karachi is its main center of banking, industry, and trade. Its prominent location on the Arabian Sea makes it one of the busiest ports in the region. It's rapidly growing as a modern urban center. Media and other forms of art are thriving in the city, striving to westernize. But it's also rapidly growing in size. Its population now exceeds 16 million people, many of whom live in slums. Lovingly referred to as the City of Lights by locals, it can be an especially dark place for those who do not even have access to basic facilities and are denied the most basic human rights. Because of the actions of a few eunuchs, we all have to suffer. A few days ago, the jails in the city all got an order to lock all of us up. What did the police do? I leave my house to buy groceries and they pick me up and put me in prison. We protested in front of a newspaper office after that. We said that if one woman in Karachi steals, you're not going to lock them all up, are you? Or if a man steals, you're not going to lock all men up. So then why do you always do it to us? Anyway, 3 days later, the arrest stopped. And what was happening with us in prison?
रक्स करवाए
They
जा
were
रहे थे,
making us dance for
किसी
the
को 500 में भी
enjoyment.
छोड़ा जा रहा था, किसी से 5000
Some
लेके
people
छोड़ा
were
जा रहा
being
था,
let
किसी
go
को
after paying
क्या
500
सलूक किया
rupees.
जाता, मगर वो
Others were
इंसानी
being
हकूक
released
का
after paying 5,000 rupees.
जैसे अभी शनाजी गार्ड ऑफिस में चले जाओ,
Where are human
वहाँ इस
rights?
लाइन में नहीं खड़े, लेडीज़ की लाइन में नहीं खड़े, नहीं मर्दों की लाइन में नहीं खड़े, भाई आप इस लाइन में
We're
नहीं
picked on
खड़े,
everywhere.
इसमें नहीं खड़े,
For example, when we go to get our national identity cards made, they don't let us stand in the ladies' line, but then they tell us not to stand in the men's line. So then where should we stand? Okay, we get to the front of the line, and then they tell us we can't write a woman's name and have to write a man's name. Are we supposed to make one up? The government has absolutely no laws protecting us, no facilities. When we go to hospitals, they send us from the ladies section to the men's section. When we go there, the men send us back to the ladies section. Where are we supposed to go? After all, we are also human beings.
ये जी लेडीज़ के लिए है, आप मर्दों में जाएं, वो तो मर्दों वाले जाए, नहीं नहीं जी आप लेडीज़ के लिए जाएं, भाई हम जाएं तो जाएं कहाँ, आखिर हम भी इंसान हैं, ना कोई हमारी बेटी है ना कोई हमारा बेटा है, अगर हम मर जाएंगे तो पीछे हमारा नाम कौन
We have no
चलाएगा,
children of our
वो
own.
ही जाके
We
गैरों पे
have no
जाके दरवाजे
biological
बजाने,
children.
लोगों की खुशियों में
If we
शरीक होने,
die, there will be
कोई
nobody
ऐसा
to
दिन
carry our
आएगा
name forward.
कि हमारे किसी की अपने की खुशी हो,
Will there ever be a day when we can
अगर हमारी
celebrate the
औलाद
happiness
होती
of our own?
उसकी खुशी होती,
If we had children, we would be able to
जब
gain
हमारी कोई
happiness
लड़की
from
होती
them
उसका
and
ब्याह
give them
होता
our
उसकी
happiness.
खुशी होती,
But that will never
जब हमारा
happen.
बेटा होता उसकी खुशी होती, हम उसकी खुशियों में
Maybe
शरीक
we've
होते,
just been made by God to be
ऐसा नहीं
selfless.
हो सकता,
Maybe we've just
शायद
been
हम
made to focus on making others
बने ही
happy.
इसलिए हैं, शायद हमें अल्लाह ने बनाया इसलिए कि हम
But
सिर्फ लोगों में
regardless,
खुशियाँ बांटें,
we have no complaints
हम
against
फिर भी अपने
anybody
आप से
else.
खुश हैं,
We try to be happy the way that we are.